Good morning and happy Wednesday. It is the Real Monica Adams podcast, and we're coming to you live from Mark Anthony's. It's the mobile Monica show, and I know sometimes it takes a little bit to catch up because of the Wi-Fi system. Look forward to getting the mobile Monica aspect fixed in the very near future. Have very much enjoyed being in the Invita Health and Wellness Studios over the last couple of days. So now it's the mobile version on Wednesdays and Fridays, and then we come home on Thursdays as well. So mixing things up a little bit. Looking forward to having you on with us this morning, and we're going to talk about value systems. We're going to talk about positivity. In fact, I'm going to sprinkle in a little bit from the 3 Minute Positivity Journal. I don't have my 100 Days to Freedom with me. I realize I have those in studio. So I thought I would mix in another book that I enjoy, which is 3 Minute Positivity. And this is from Kristen Butler, the founder, actually, of The Power of Positivity. And today's topic is actually that, how to be more positive and change your outlook on life. Before we get deep into that subject, just want to say good morning to you. Hope you're having a great day. Good morning to Linda popping on. Would love to hear, by the way, I've missed interacting with you. Love to hear what you think of the new studios. We're going to catch up on some things that maybe you haven't had a chance to see just yet. If you haven't seen the studios, go back and watch. My wonderful team went back and posted it on this page because I know a lot of people popped on Monday morning and thought, where are you? Where the heck did Monica go? And we went on live on my personal page, as I mentioned, but we did share that with you. And then there is that full recording for those that didn't get a chance to see it. Good morning, Sean and Leona, to you. By the way, I want to thank all of you for tuning in yesterday. We had a really powerful, very emotional show. If you didn't get a chance to see that, there's two shows from this week that I would love for you to go back and watch. Again, the big celebration on Monday, and then yesterday's show with Michael and Aaron, Michael Bax and Aaron Locke, and we were talking about their baby Freya Amber. And Freya, wow, what an incredible story that this couple and this family is going through. I'm going to actually sprinkle in some more information that I got last night from Michael's father, Mike, and then from Aaron's best friend's mom. I can't believe, and this is going to tie right into our topic today, what this family and the extended family have gone through. And a lot of people feel like that there's a black cloud always over the top of them. They always feel like they don't get a break. I mean, that family would be one of them that could just completely break down and just feel like they have no hope, right? So how do you maintain that positive outlook? It's a really good topic that Barbara Corey asked me to talk about today, and that is the discussion we'll talk about. And I will sprinkle in a little bit more about what that family is going through before we really get deep into the topic. And one of the things I do want to pass along when we talk about hope, yesterday's word was hope. Yeah, I understand there's $810 that my community donated to Michael and to Aaron, and thank you. And I know we're not stopping there. I know we have much more to donate. I went out and donated. I know my mom was saying that she was. My husband even came out when I was sitting on the porch, just kind of reflecting and thinking back on the morning and thinking about their story. And he said, "Hey, what can I donate?" And I said, "Well, I just did." And he goes, "Yeah, but I can too." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, that would be great." So it's just wonderful to see the legs in the community as it just feeds out. And I'd love for you to share. Besides, if you can't donate, then share, because somebody that follows you or one of your friends might be able to do just that. Good morning, Jamie. Good morning, Bill. New studio is beautiful. Palm trees are a plus, right? Linda, that was just an added little bonus that we thought about at the last second. I had a friend actually come over, and I was just thinking regular plants. Of course, always thinking fresh flowers. And then when she said something about plants on the ground, like, to have this fill from the ground up, right away I was like, palm trees. And so she was actually thinking fake palm trees. And I was like, nope, nothing fake at all on the set. There's a reason why I named it The Real Monica Adams, and it's all about being authentic and real to life, right? So when we talked about palm trees, I said, oh no, we can't have fake palm trees. And so I knew right away about a business that I actually was introduced to, I don't know, 3-4 years ago. And I had always said I would love to have a real palm tree at the house by our pool. But of course, our zone here, St. Louis, Missouri, it doesn't allow for that, for, like, obviously during the cold months, the winter months. And somebody said, well, actually, this particular company, they drop off the palm trees and then they pick them back up. Um, like they drop them off in May usually. They pick them back up in October. And so you actually can. So what they do, they keep them for you in a greenhouse. And I'm like, that's a genius. That is just a genius company. So guess what? I want to thank Greg and Lori because they've come on with us as a sponsor. Florida Direct Palm Trees. They actually have a location in Hillsborough. If you know where Rain Tree Plantation is, that's where we got ours. But they also have one in the Osage Beach. So any of you that go, or if you know somebody that goes down to Lake of the Ozarks, I'd love for you to see them. They're located at 5923 Osage Beach Parkway in the Lake St. Louis area, Osage Beach. You can also look for their website, FloridaDirectPalmTrees.com. Tell them that you saw the palm trees in our studio. Tell them that you heard about them through the Real Monica Adams Show, and just thank them. Greg and Lori, I love the fact that you have come on board with us. So that's four now. Four big sponsors that believed in the show, and we are just in the infancy of the show. So of course, Envita Health and Wellness, and then we have to thank Carroll House Furniture. Don't you love the chair, the tables, the rug? Just absolutely beautiful. I mean, I just love Brooke. Brooke and I have known each other for years, and I just want to thank him for coming on. And then, of course, Jeff and Toy with Eldon. So during these hot weather months, if your air conditioning breaks down and you're looking for a family business that you can support and you can trust, and they go well beyond taking care of the heating and cooling. They care about your indoor air quality and your breathing aspect. I mean, really, truly, they go so deep, much deeper than I've ever seen any kind of HVAC company do. They truly care about the air that you breathe. So again, thank you to Dr. Sarah and Jamie. Thank you to Jeff and Toy. Thank you to Brooke Dubman. And then thank you to Greg and Lori for coming on board with us. And that was one of the things that I mentioned is that I want you to like, I want you to share, I want you to comment on our page as you're seeing scroll below, but I also want you to shoot me an email if you know of someone who wants to come on board with us, whether it is an interview, like somebody wrote me last night. Obviously, we had the story on about baby Freya, but then someone just reached out to me and said there's a big fundraising aspect in July for some 10-year-old boy that was mauled by a dog. And that just, again, these stories that are out there, I want to bring to light. I want us to help as a community. So I said, please reach out to me. I'm hoping that woman reaches out to me today. I'd love to have them on to promote that. I also know Colton's Cause. I want you to look up that one. They just had their big golf tournament and raised a lot of money. But so she actually lost her son, Colton. Angie is her name. But what she does now is raise money to help other families that are suffering through illnesses like baby Freya has. So this is just a community where we're going to come forward and we are going to hear about these stories and we're going to help in any way that we possibly can. And I know that you will, because it tugs on our heartstrings, does it not? We realize our blessings, we realize our positivity, and we want to give back in any way that we possibly can. So again, if you're just tuning in, thank you. Thank you, by the way, for the support. Keep telling people about this show. Keep letting me know about topics you want me to discuss. Let's see. Love the new studio, Kathleen. Kathleen, how are you? I think that's a new name. Are you new to the show? By the way, if you are new, if someone just turned you on to this, I'd love to know who did, by the way, so I can thank them. And then I want to welcome you. I just want to see these new names, our friends who have been there from the beginning, and then our friends telling other people just to let it go viral that we are here to change the world. No more negativity. It was even interesting that the person who reached out to me about this child being mauled by the dog, they said they reached out to the news and they never heard back from the news. And I was like, now you understand why I left. It was all those meetings of, can we do this story? No, let's just do this. You know, you've heard the old terminology that if it bleeds, it leads. And it's very unfortunate, but you know, it became so true that it's just negativity, drama, toxicity. Let's just put it out there. And to me, that doesn't even make sense. Why would you want to start somebody's day that way? I know I didn't. That's why I left. And now I'm just asking you, how can we change the world? You tell me about these type of stories. Let's bring these people on. Let's do these fundraisers. Let's help give back. And let's shine lights on really amazing people. So when we do the mental, physical, spiritual balance of life, and I give you tools to help you with that, I also want to know about incredible people out there. We met a really wonderful woman at lunch the other day. And I said, come on, shoot me an email. I hope she does. I would love to just tell stories about very unique people, unique businesses and people that are wanting to give back the way that we are, that we align together. So let's say good morning to a few more people before we get into a little bit of a workshop atmosphere. Yes, Michelle, we do love our sponsors. Thank you for Thanking Florida Direct. Carrie, good morning. New studio is elegant, beautiful, and so Monica. Love your outfit today. Thank you. My Louis Vuitton. And are you a big soccer fan? Let me stand up if you haven't seen this jacket yet. St. Louis City SC. I'm all about them. I need to get to a game again. So representing obviously the proud STL, but look at there in the back, it says love. And then right along the back is City. And then St. Louis City SC. If I get a little warm, it was cold in here today. If I get a little warm, I'll take it off. And then my little hoodie says Kelly Clarkson because I'm a big Kelly Clarkson fan, but it also makes me laugh from that what's that movie? Is a 40-year-old virgin, I think it is, where he gets the waxing and he screams, Kelly Clarkson. Good morning, Chrissy. Good morning to you. Let's see. Yes, share the love. Okay. Thank you. Michelle just posted, by the way, if you want to read a little bit more about Colton's cause, they had their big golf tournament. We want to give to that cause as well because they give back to all these other incredible families. I cannot give to baby Freya at this time, but I'm sharing and praying for her. I believe in my heart she's a fighter. She's proving that already. She can beat this. Exactly. Good morning, Marilyn. Good morning, Katie. Good morning, friend. I keep sharing about your show. All the PT friends say hi. Hello, all Adam and everybody else. I miss you. Thank you for all of your help after my car accident and after my foot surgery. So Marilyn, by the way, thank you for telling your friends. She actually had one of her friends show up at my ribbon cutting. I received a personal message from Michael. He knows my boss, uncle. You never get that from a GoFundMe page. Remarkable. No kidding. That's amazing. They were, weren't they? Weren't you impressed? They are truly a grounded couple. Marilyn said, I love Kelly Clarkson too. Isn't she great? Not beyond the fact that she has an amazing voice, beyond the fact that I think she was still one of the very best ever on American Idol. Her personality and just how real she is, right? Her laughter and what she wants to do for the world. We got to get Kelly Clarkson on. Anybody have a connection with Kelly Clarkson? I need Kelly Clarkson on this show. I also was trying to get Tim Tebow because he's coming to town for a motivational speaking event. So we need Tim Tebow and we need Kelly Clarkson. Who else would we like to see on this show? We're going to talk about positivity. It is 7:15. If you're just tuning in, it's the Real Monica Adams podcast, the mobile version from Mark Anthony's in Kirkwood, right here at Jefferson and Kirkwood. If you ever want to come by the way, I always call this the Kirkwood Today Show. So there's a nice little window where eventually, if we get this set properly, I want to be able to have a set here and to be able to have people come by just like they do on the Today Show, waving in the background, holding up signs. If you've got a cause you want me to talk about, if you want to have somebody on the show, you can, we can go out to the plaza and talk with everyone and then come back in and continue to do the show. That's long-term dreams, by the way. You got to put the dream out there, just like we talked about on Monday. Don't ever let anybody squash your dreams, and don't let those simmer for too long because it gets overcooked. And then you sit there and go, oh, well, that was worthless, and you throw it away. Don't throw the dream away. I want you to make those dreams a reality. So I want to thank our sponsors quickly. When we come back, I want to see how is your mental state with regards to positivity? Or are you in that mindset that you believe that you're not one of the chosen ones who's going to be blessed? You're not one of the people who's going to have a positive and a happy life. You believe that the world is against you. Is that you? Or do you know someone like that? If you do me a favor, text them. Ask them to come onto the show right now. We are on Facebook and on YouTube. We stream live pretty much every morning, unless there's little bugs like we've had, but we are on both right now, to my knowledge. We should be on both my YouTube page, which is at the Real Monica Adams, and of course right here. Always when, some people may have found me on Monday on my personal page, and now they're wondering like, hey, is she there, or does she only do it once a week? No, I'm not usually on that page. I'm on this page. So let them know. It's Monica Adams journalist page. Let them follow. By the way, we've gained another 200 in the last 2 days. So 100 a day. That's incredible. We have, I think, 14 or 1,500 new in the last 30 days. We've had 1 million reach. We've had an engagement of like almost 800,000. It blows me away, but it's exciting because we understand, right? If you're on this show, you've been on this show, you understand that this show is nothing more than positivity and how we change together. I see some comments coming in. I'm going to get to those comments. We're going to come back. Get ready. If you're at home, grab a pen and paper. If you're at work and have your earbuds in, maybe you're at work early and you can do a little interaction. I want to see how your mental state is, and I want to be able to give you the tools to transition you out of the darkness. All of that coming up for you right after this.
Envita Health and Wellness, where you can feel your best both inside and out. Envita isn't your typical med spa. They're a multi-specialty medical spa and wellness center serving St. Louis and its surrounding areas. They have ketamine for mental health and pain, IV therapy, medical weight loss, and aesthetics treatments. As board-certified anesthesia providers, Envita can ensure that their advanced treatments are provided safely with minimal to no pain. So let Envita take care of you. Call 314-394-0950 to book an appointment or online envitahealthandwellness.com.
Carroll House is now the contemporary furniture design center.
We now have the largest selection of the latest ultra-modern furniture.
Sleek European designs, unique metals, bold lacquers, plush fabrics, and retro styles.
Modern furnishings with exclusive collections only at Carroll House.
Plus free financing, free delivery and setup, and free in-home design.
Visit the St. Louis Center for Contemporary Design inside our 3.5-acre showrooms at Carroll House.
Because you like nice things.
All right, welcome back. 719, the Real Monica Adams podcast, brought to you by Envita Health and Wellness. We're not in our new studios. We are in mobile Monica territory in Kirkwood. Again, if you've watched this show, you know that I'm all over the place, just like my life, that I'm life coaching one day, I'm personal training one day, I'm emceeing one day, I'm doing the podcast every day. But because I'm so on the run, that we have to do this. So we're in the studios live Monday, Tuesday, and then live Wednesday, Friday in Kirkwood, and live from the home on Thursday. And that is usually because I have clients that I personal train at the house on Thursday mornings. There are times, and I actually would like to know this, we have a lot of interviews that I'm doing where I'm sitting down with my guest and we are recording because of the time of the day. A lot of people can't do 7 a.m. And because of that, what I want to know is, are you okay with me not always being live? Are you okay with the message itself, sprinkling it in? I had a very dear friend in from Las Vegas, and we sat down and talked about adult friendships because we wanted to go back to that topic. We addressed that about, a month and a half, 2 months ago. A woman had asked, why is it so hard to make friends as an adult? And I actually don't think it is, but she felt it was. And a lot of it was, I think she wasn't from here. She said she moved to St. Louis. She felt St. Louis was cliquey and very difficult to get in unless you were in the in crowd already from that clique. And I felt that was unfortunate and thought if she lived in another area, would an adult friendship be easier? I don't know. But we talked about that with my friend Todd, and we talked about our friendship in general. I'd love for you all to see that, and that might just be the show for the day. But do you need me live every day? I need to know that because I want the audience to obviously be there to get what you want, to grow. But there are some that we want. I don't know if I have to be live and then we pitch to that package and I come back with you or what, but that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, are there some days where I just give that to you? And maybe I pop in and do a little live later in like lunchtime or the evening hours just to mix it up a little bit. Let me know what you think about that. Let's see. Marilyn said, Kelly Clarkson, so real. Please get her on in person, and I want to be in the studio when she arrives. Of course, everybody wants to meet the celebrities. Yes. Both surprised me at your ribbon cutting. I am so excited she's on the journey with me. On to my meeting. Yes, I am a cup half full person. Love you, Monica. Love you too, Marilyn. And thank you, by the way, for everything that you're doing to spread the word on this show. Okay, Michelle said, yes, we are streaming on both. So there you go. For those who don't have a Facebook account, your family, your friends, because I had a lot of people writing me about the show we did yesterday. And they said, Monica, we've got family and friends that would love to see the show with baby Freya's story with Michael and Aaron, and they don't have Facebook, so they asked if that show was on my YouTube page. Yes, it is. Michelle Caroline did a lot of great work the other day to put those shows on my YouTube page, and in fact, we have 2 new shows that drop for you every Thursday. And we also have a new audio podcast that drops on Thursday morning. So on iHeartRadio, on Spotify, on Apple iTunes, anything, wherever you get your podcast, just type in The Real Monica Adams. And there we go. We launched our first one last week with Limmy Pulliam talking about fat shaming and squashing dreams. And then this coming week, we're going to talk about habits, how to form a good habit and then break those bad habits. That will be out there on the audio platform. And then again, for the fact that we've had 3 months worth of shows, we're actually grabbing 2 and dropping 2 daily on YouTube for all the YouTubers to be able to catch up. So no problem at all. If you don't have a Facebook account, I'm sorry, if a friend of yours or a family member doesn't have a Facebook account, because you obviously do if you're here with me, then let them know that it's on YouTube. I want to get that audience to grow. That's the biggest thing. We've got to get that audience up so that we can really start affecting people well outside of the Facebook world. The YouTube world is much larger, so we want people to follow. Just again, if you follow, then you get a notification when we drop those every Thursday. Today is National Blood Donor Day, Carrie says. All right, go out and donate blood if you can. Good morning, Pamela. It's also National Bourbon Day, Michelle says. Give blood, then enjoy a bourbon. I don't know if they like that combination. I choose to find the good in everything, including people. Monica, life's way too short to let people or what's going on in the world to affect your happiness. At 62, I finally realized that. Way to go, Rose. Today is National Flag Day. Okay, I was going to say that because there's a flag hanging outside of Mark Anthony's right now, and so he's on the ball. I came in this morning to train, and yes, it was there already. So right here at Kirkwood and Jefferson, you'll be able to see that flag right there on the awning. National Cupcake Day and National Strawberry Shortcake Day. It's a day for everything. Congrats to your friend for Vegas winning the Stanley Cup. Oh, did they? I didn't even see. See, my husband was watching, and he's told me the Golden Knights were doing great. No kidding. Isn't it awesome to see that, first of all, they ever even got a team in Las Vegas? I never saw that happening. And then now they won. Well, congratulations. Way to go, Vegas. Monica, my friend Michelle is on. Welcome her. Welcome, Michelle. Let's see Michelle, what's her last name? Because I've got my Michelle Harmon on. Love her. I like to see you on live, but you can do the other thing. Okay. Dana, good morning. Haven't seen you in a little while. Okay. Today's topic and today's workshop has to do with positivity. So first, answer the question. Do you feel that you or someone in your family, because I can raise my hand and say yes, that I know somebody, and not anymore, but he used to feel like a black cloud only followed him around. He felt like he was an outcast. He felt like, why are these people in the family getting everything working their way and the world's against me? Kind of going into that pity me syndrome, right? And it's okay. You're a human being. Understand that as a human being, your mindset wants to go there, thinking the world's against you. And someone says, oh, pity you, right? Or they do the little violin. Well, that's kind of rude, first of all, because you are in a state of darkness. You're in a state of depression. You're trying to find your way to the light that exists in the world, but you can't find it. You don't see yourself out of the darkness. You do see the world against you. But, I said it yesterday, and you'll hear me say it a lot. Sometimes, yes, you're not in the best mood or things feel like they're against you on that particular day, but there is going to be light. There is going to be hope, and you will have your way out of it, but you have to believe in that. Like, do you walk around every day feeling like the world's against you and you feel like there is no way out? So you don't even visualize that it's going to be better, that you just say, this is my life. This will always be my life. Well, how do you know that, right? Can you foresee the future? You have ESP? I mean, most of us don't. So I try to change that ideology, mentality, everything of who you are and who you've been and who you want to be. Okay, so let's say that again. Who you are right now in the present, who you were, leave that person go if it's not serving you, and who do you want to be? Think about all of that. That's the powerful aspect. Ron, good morning to you. Love pre-recorded bonus one. Oh, bonus. Okay, they are all good. Okay, live. Oh, yeah, she said live, not love. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, maybe we would do the shows and then we would sprinkle in a little live later just to kind of do an interaction of how you are. Yeah, because we've got a lot of people that can't come on live, and that's the only reason why. So I want you to go back to that though. Answer me. Do you or someone you know, or have you done this, felt like, I'm going to give you a little time, that a black cloud follows you around? Okay. Ding, 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 ticking away. I'm going to give you a little time. And the reason I'm asking this is because if it is you or if it is someone within your family, I want you to know that it's going to get better. Good morning, Eunice, to you. It will get better, but you have to believe that. I want you to just take that couple yesterday that we featured, Michael and Aaron. If they don't ever believe that Freya is going to get better, well, their life feels like it's over. They feel like Freya's life is over. Think about this 10-year-old that I'm going to want to feature on the show that was mauled by this dog and this big fundraiser for that child. So they may look at that child and think the child has no potential because it's just was mauled. I mean, just horribly mauled by the dog, and the whole life has changed by the aesthetic aspect, but didn't change on the inside, did it? Or did it? Are they going to allow that circumstance to hold that child back from whatever that child wants to be? Do you understand where I'm going? How I'm weaving this for you? Don't feel shy to say, yes, it's me, or yes, it's a family member, or yes, I have a friend that feels like everybody else but them is lucky and blessed, and they look at their life that it'll never be good. And again, I don't understand that mentality, because how do you know what your days ahead and your years and your months and years ahead will look like? Do any of us? I don't think so. It's 7:30. We have 30 minutes to work through changing your outlook on life. Barbara Corey asked me to say, how can we be more positive and change our outlook? Well, it starts with a choice, doesn't it? You know the whole bookends of life that I talk about. So did you wake up this morning and decide to write in your journal and pick a word of positivity? Or did you just start your day in a horrible mindset, and you're just going to carry that poison throughout the rest of the day? You're going to possibly poison other people that you come in contact with because you're miserable. You're down in the dumps. You're in a dark place. You can't find your way to smile. And then the people that you're around, they feel that energy. You really feed off of other people's energy, good or bad, by the way. Leona, every once in a while, I have my own little private pity party, but not often. Thank you for being real, by the way. My faith can always lift me up and give me hope. Always enjoy meditation and sometimes some Pinot Noir. I had a good wine with my husband last night, by the way. Finally had a chance to, because everybody around's been celebrating. And I had a little bit of champagne on our opening day on Monday. But I was like, I kept saying, oh yeah, let's have a nice bottle of wine. And we were so exhausted from leading up to the opening that we didn't do that. We kept like, oh, I'm just going to go to bed. Well, last night I opened up a bottle. It's called Touchy Feely. It's a blend. It's very different. Actually, it was very good. So yeah, it makes me laugh. Sometimes I pick up bottles of wine just because of the name. Leona, thank you, by the way, for being real. Who else? Who else can be real? I'm just saying, we've been there, right? I can go back and think about when I was younger. I can go back to think when I had my blood clot. Like, why me? Why did I have to have that? Why didn't I get a chance to become a doctor like I wanted to? Well, it's because this is what God's choice was. Again, I'm very faith-based, but I looked at it as, oh, that's why. So if we allow ourselves to have patience, and that in itself is a whole show. Like, how can you find patience when you are so on edge? George actually said, I'd love for you to do a show on strife, because I think he feels that sometimes. And I love the fact that he offered that up. How many of you are willing to be your authentic self and put it out there and say what Leona just said? Every once in a while, but that's okay. See, every once in a while, you're a human being. You don't go along every single day and have an incredible day. Oh, I'm on top of the world. Well, you might be on top of the mountain, and then all of a sudden you slip. And then you start to fall down maybe a quarter of the way, and then you climb back up. And then sometimes you get knocked down, you're halfway down the mountain. Oh my gosh, it looks so much harder to get up to the top again. Or maybe you come tumbling down, and you're at the bottom, you're the base, the foot of that mountain. And you thought, oh, it took me so long to climb on the top of the mountain. But I was almost there. I got so close, and I fell all the way back down, right? It's that analogy and the mentality of life of on top of the world. And I always say, yeah, well, don't sit so high on that horse, because there will be things that will try to knock you down. Things, circumstances, people that will do just that. So how, this is the big question that Barbara has, how can you be more positive? It's a choice. Do you understand that? Do you believe that? It's a choice. You have to choose positivity. I choose it every single day. It's a choice. Like, I woke up this morning, and I even right now, I have a headache. I have some symptoms from my concussion. In fact, let me do this. Hold on one second. Let's see if this helps. I'm supposed to be doing this regularly, and I realized I didn't. So let me take this off. So you have to choose positivity, but you also have to do the right things in life, like I'm going to do right now. I'm going to put on the glasses, my Prism prescription that's supposed to help with the concussion symptoms. Okay, how's that? So, meditation, yes, that's a great tool. Choice, journaling, those aspects will be able to help you, because if you wake up and your choice is today is going to be a better day. Last night was against me. My husband, right? My mom, my father, my kids, my best friend, my coworkers, whoever it was, chose to try to tear me down, to try to tell me I'm not worthy, to try to tell me that my life is worthless, right? You have all these people, or it might not be people in person. It might be what you call trolls, right? Trolls online that come across your page and say, you know, you're worthless, you're ugly, you're fat, you, what you write is stupid. I mean, first of all, I don't understand. They're complete strangers to you. So why in the world would you give them such power over your life, your daily life, your life to come? Because that's really what you do. When you believe one word of what they say, you're giving them power. You understand that? I don't understand. I don't understand why you would do that. And maybe if you did it in the past, it's okay. Remember, you don't want to shame yourself. If you did in the past, you allowed them, what other people think about you, to have control over you. You can break that. See, this goes back to the choice. You can break that. So Barbara, who asked for this, and everybody else, understand that the choice is to listen to the chaos and the chatter that doesn't matter, blah, 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 online trolling, people in person actually audibly hearing what they have to say and taking it in and releasing it and saying, you're wrong. I know I'm a good person. I know I'm not fat. I know I'm not ugly. I know I'm not stupid, right? Look in the mirror and do the self-love that I've asked for you to do. Say I'm worthy. Say you're vital. Say you're beautiful. Say you're a kind human being. Just go, go, go. So I asked this one day. I asked this actually to my class last Thursday. I gave them 30 seconds to find kindness. I gave them 30 seconds to just quickly go off with words of who they are. And then the interesting thing was, and I'm going to do this for you, okay? I'm going to actually, I'll talk because otherwise we'll have dead air. I'll talk during the minute, but everyone that's on right now, we've got almost 30 people. And then all of you that do it later, you can do this little workshop on your own. You can set your own timer and then tell me how you did, and I'll interact with you later. But I'm going to set a timer. I'll let you know when. If you're at home, I want you to grab a pen and paper, and I'm going to ask it a different way, and I'm going to see how many we can get. So when I asked, and I did this, by the way, with you all live, I don't know, about a week or so ago, and I said, can you do me a favor? I'm going to set a timer for 30 seconds, and I want you to tell me 5 great things about yourself. And it, some people got 3. There might have been one person that got 5. On my Thursday night class that you're welcome to join, by the way, that is now open to the public. It's not just a private class anymore. We do it on Zoom. Thursday nights, 5 p.m. Would love to have you join us. We did it. And it was interesting. It was the starter class, by the way. It was 30 seconds of just that question. Okay. Now, at the end of class, I asked the question I'm going to ask all of you right now. So if you're able to do it, obviously I don't want you to do it if you're driving, but if you're able to grab a pen and paper, you're going to do a little interaction workshop with me. I'll tell you what it is in just a second. Let me go back and address a couple of things I missed. Leona said, touchy-feely, like that name. I'm influenced by the names too. I like a blend by 14 Hands Vineyard called Hot to Trot. Okay, that's funny. I know several people like this. It is poison. They want to spread it. I won't let them. I used to be like that because of circumstances I went through, but many people go through stuff. That's right. Find the good stuff. You're right. It's a choice. Thank you, Rose. I just watched the series The Chosen. What a great story. All right. Nice, Terry. Other people might want to look into that. Attitude, attitude, attitude. Yes, it's all about choice, Leona. Linda, I feel me at times, but I push it out and try to be positive. My motto, one small positive thought in the morning makes for a great day, and believe it. Julie, good morning to you. Okay, you ready for the workshop? I'm going to start the timer. So grab your pen and paper, and I literally will do just like we did in school, that when the time is up, you got to put the pens down. You can't keep going. Okay. So, ready? Give me 10 things that your friend, best friend, I don't care, whoever, give me 10 things that they would say about you. Like, we want to think about, let's think about our funeral, right? We're gone. and people are standing up and they're doing a eulogy and everybody's wanting to get up and say, you got 60 seconds to tell me 10 things about that person. Okay, so I want you to flip the narrative. Instead of you telling me about yourself, what would your best friend say about you? Ready? 60 seconds now. It's going to be an interesting thing of how many, because you got to do it for me pretty quick. How many of you in the 60 seconds can come up with 10 or more? And while you're doing it, I'm going to pass along some other things. Laura K., good morning. I practice the law of attraction, very faith-based, very blessed, giving, compassionate, caring, sharing, and a forever friend. Leona, you crack me up. Okay, I'm selfish and I love your live podcast. Hard for me to find time to go get the podcast later, but I want balance for you. Thank you, Marilyn. I appreciate that. We had asked earlier, sometimes we're 30 seconds in, by the way, if we do, if I give you some recordings. It would be at 7 o'clock though, Marilyn. It just wouldn't be me interacting live. You'd be able to watch this incredible person that I sit down and interview. It's just the fact that they wouldn't be able to be on live, but it would be there for you at 7. We would schedule it still at 7. Okay. You have 10 seconds, by the way. I'm going to take a drink. So this is what we do sometimes. Live interaction in a workshop, and then we continue to go a little deeper on Thursday nights. Okay, pens down, boom. All right, share for me. Write those. I gave you 5. Marilyn says loyal, fun, dedicated, overachiever, and thoughtful. So Marilyn, those are things that you would say that your friend would say about you, okay? Here's what I did, and this is what I'm trying to help you with. So Barbara, I don't know if I saw Barbara's name on, but Barbara, how to be more positive is to start realizing what other people see in you. Okay, good morning to you, Calvin. Everybody else, give me what you were able to do in those 60 seconds. I'm going to tell you right now, I could probably come up with 30. I know what other people say about me that are close to me, but I also am able to do it. If you gave me 30 seconds, I'd still be able to give you probably 10 of what I feel I give to the world. So it's more self-love. So how do you change your outlook on life and how do you become more positive? You take yourself out of your body and you see what others see in you. It's so easy. People think it's selfish to be complimentary towards themselves. No, it's not. I want you to have more self-love. When you look in the mirror, starting today, if you've done it already and you've beat yourself up, you can correct it. You can go back and change the way you thought an hour ago, 2 hours ago, whenever you got up, or if you're just getting up. And obviously you're just waking up. As I said, everybody's hair's all a mess, whatever. Throw a hat on, throw your glasses on. It's okay. You look different constantly. It depends on what you're wanting to put out there. Do have some self-respect. Do care about who you are, but love yourself a little bit more. Linda said, positive, kind-hearted, fun, speak my mind. Sorry, that's all I can get down while walking and typing on a phone. All right, yeah, watch that. Kind, compassionate, loving, persevering, strong. That's 5. I gave you 60 seconds, folks. 60 seconds. And if you started a timer, Jesus freak, honest, loyal, funny, encourager, passionate. Okay, anybody else? Is anybody able to get 10? Oh, here we go. Rose said, I'm funny. I look at the positive in everything. I'm a good cook. I find good in everyone. I'm a good mom, good friend, hard worker, writer, party don't start till I get there. She got 9. I don't look at the cup as half empty or half full. I choose to fill the cup up. My cup runneth over. You hear that? You hear me say that a lot. It's 7:42. I'm welcoming you all in. I like to see the new names, new people brought to our podcast. It is on Facebook, it is on YouTube, and then on Thursdays, we have a show that drops on all of the audio podcast platforms. We are together changing the world, getting the messages out, picking these incredible topics like today's. Think about this. If you choose positivity, just think about what you're going to be providing to the world. How much the world could change if all of us stop the pity parties, if all of us realize our true potential, if all of us look at what our life has been and getting kicked down to the bottom of the mountain, but knowing that there's a way to get back up. Or do you give up? Do you give up when you fall down? You're at the base of the mountain? Do you say it's going to take too much to get back up there? Right? So be honest with that. Michelle said she got 10. Michelle, what are they? Don't be afraid to share them. I think that's the other thing that people have a problem with. If they put it out there, and it seems, I love the word, braggadocious. My husband says that all the time, braggadocious. Do you feel that that's what would happen if you were to give me the compliments, give me the adjectives that describe a really good human being? Don't be afraid. Hard worker, good friend, writer, mentor, and passionate, Carrie says. Okay, Michelle says she got 10. Somebody else got 9. If you started a clock, I'm going to do it. Okay, I'm going to show you what can be done. Okay, so the one that's 5 in 30 seconds is what you say about yourself. Okay, what you're giving me right now is what others say about you. See, so it's easy to pass it off and go, I didn't say this about myself. I don't sound egotistical. People think it sounds egotistical to say that you're all these things. No, it isn't. It isn't at all. Understand that. So in the 30-second game workshop, tools that I give you. Okay, Michelle says dedicated, generous, silly, helpful, considerate, strong, fierce, fun, grounded, selfless. Okay, that's what she thinks other people would say about her. Now, who's willing to go there with me? I'll do that one for you, by the way. I'll do what other people have told me, and then we're going to do it together before we read about the 3-minute positivity journal, because we're going to do that today instead of the 100 days to freedom. Okay, so ready? Here's the 60-second clock for what I think people would say about me. Ready? And go. Funny, generous, kind, compassionate, soulful, passionate, would do anything for anyone. Let's see. Grounded, faith-based, loving. It took me 21 seconds. There's 10. Okay, that's what others have said about me. Now, it's easy when we are what you're doing. Here's the science behind it. Your mind is thinking of others and what they've said, and it makes you feel good. It's a compliment that they've given you. Okay, suddenly when I ask you to do it this way, we're going to go back to this way. Barbara, here we go. So Barbara's the one that asked about it. Honest, truthful, silly, singer, flower lover, landscaper, dog lover, strategic planner, empathetic, kind-hearted. Barbara, you did it. And Barbara, you're the one that actually asked for the tools to have a more positive outlook, a change in your outlook on life. So Barbara, are you struggling in life with being positive? And if so, when does it happen? I love that Barbara's on, since this is her topic of the day. When do you most struggle with it? When do you think that a person or a circumstance in life pulls you out of your positive mindset? When does that happen, Barbara? And everybody else for that matter. And do you feel like it happens on a daily basis, or is it maybe every few days? Is it weekly? Does it only just happen maybe monthly? Because less and less the negativity will seep in when you make your choice in life. And I know people say it can't be that easy, but it can. Just as much as you think it can't, as much as I think it can. And so it's my ultimate belief that your life can change if you want it to. There's a lot of people that work in the energy holistic homeopathic world that say if you want to release trauma, which I'm trying to do today, I'm talking to you today, by the way, with a horrible headache, a little nauseous, a little dizzy, not feeling my best. But I make a choice in life to push it out. It'll release itself. I'm going to take some recovery when I get home. It'll release itself. There is a better point of my day to come. Right? Instead of just sitting down, dealing with it and just wasting my day, I got here, trained clients, came to you. I've got some meetings, but I will find some relaxation. I'm hoping to get in my pool, which I haven't had in a long time. But how else can we be positive? We can surround ourselves with positive people. We can think of our happiness. Like where do you go for happiness, everyone? Rose, it's okay. It's okay. So Barbara, where do you go for happiness? Or do you surround yourself with others who think negatively? Do you think of others that you have around you that are constantly talking about the black cloud? Do you surround yourself with pity party people? Well, you got to change that. So the choice you make first becomes who you are and what you want for yourself and for the world. And then it's who are you surrounding yourself with? Are they the same way? Do they think only of the life will never get better? Do they look at the cup as half empty? Right? Rose, my 2 boys, my friend. Those are your happy places to go? Like my mindset just goes to water. I think of water and I think of calmness. I think of making decisions. I get around water. It's the peacefulness of the water. But guess what? The water gets tumultuous. Those waves that are beautiful that come into the shore become huge. They can turn into a hurricane, right? but then all of a sudden the calmness comes. It's the way of the look at life. So there's peace and balance, and then the waves rise, and and they can just take over and come crashing down. And that's life. But how do we get out of it? Barbara says, thinking about lost opportunities, sporadically, more domineering people. Rose, my friends and church family are my life. Barbara, lost opportunities, though. In those lost opportunities, you find strength. You don't do I hope you don't, do the why me? Why didn't I not get a chance to do this? Why did I not get a chance to stay in this relationship? I mean, yeah, it was easy for me to do in the past. Like, why did Jim and I lose all those years? I don't do that. Instead, I say, oh my gosh, how blessed we were that we got back together, right? My whole life could have been without him, with someone else. I'm sure I would have found happiness with someone else, but what an incredible life that we were able to find our way back to each other. So instead of lost opportunities, we look at the things that we look at in life that, in the past maybe didn't serve us, but hopefully you found some type of a lesson in it, because with every person we meet and every circumstance that we're in, you find the lessons. That's why this happened. Oh, pull strength from that. Carry it forward into your future opportunities. So instead of looking at the lost opportunities, think about what's still to come in your life. Who is still to come in your life? That's the way our mindset has to change. Otherwise, you will, like I started this show, forever believe that you're one of the people who has the world against them. That you will forever be the person that will have missed opportunities, like Barbara's saying. That you will be one of the people that is not blessed. Leona, we're talking about also where you can find happiness. Sit on my screened-in porch. Hold on. Sit on my screened-in porch, have a small water fountain and quiet spa music, and my dog on my lap. You know what, Leona? I can't tell you how incredible that sounds. I literally looked at my dogs and said, Mama's coming back early today. I won't be, because I haven't seen them much. Trying to find that balance still. I said, I think it sounds good to come back and just lay on the couch and take some time for me and listen to the spa music and let the dogs lay on me, because they just bring that unconditional love that we talked about the other day, right? I'd love to be by the pool if the weather allows. I haven't seen what the weather's going to be like, but lay by the pool, that's my happy place. Again, coming back to water. Dogs, absolutely. If you have an animal, you are blessed. If you have children and animal, you're blessed 2 times over. But it's choice, okay? So we're going to go back to that. 10 things I see in myself. Carrie said, faith-based, love people unconditionally, determined, dedicated, kind, compassionate, love to write, positive, faithful, caring. Okay. She was able to do that. She got 10 on her own. I don't know how long it took, but it's the quicker. So the quicker you can not overthink things, the more that is at the top of your mind. So I'm going to end with this particular type of little workshop for you. And it is 30 seconds, only 30 seconds. What I want people to do, and when I hold my retreats, I put my hand on people's shoulders and say, stop overthinking it. Just say it. It's okay to think great about yourself. It really is. So how do you become more positive and change your outlook? You have a choice in life. You choose positivity over negativity, and you start looking at yourself in the mirror. You start seeing yourself in what other people's eyes look at you and say, oh my gosh, are you kidding? Barbara, Rose, Carrie, Leona, everyone on here. Oh gosh, you are this to the world. You are this to me. You hear those things. You allow it to come into your heart. You accept it into your soul. You start believing it. And then when the question gets back to you, what do you think of yourself? Oh, these people said this about me, and I start to feel that. I'm living it. I'm wearing it. I'm speaking it, right? A good leader in life walks the walk, talks the talk. You live, you eat, you breathe, you sleep. That. I live, I breathe, I eat, I sleep. Positivity. I give it to the world. I always have a smile on my face. That's what I bring to you. I don't want negativity. I want you to feel the soul inside of me. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. There's 24 of you on. I know people have to get off to work and pop on and off. 7 o'clock is a hard time for some people, so they come back and watch it later. Some people, like Marilyn said, I don't want to watch it later. I want to be live. Okay, Joanne, good morning to you. Some new names. I love it. New people coming to the show. So I'm going to start the clock. We're going to do 30 seconds. And in those 30 seconds, we'll see how much you could have flipped the narrative, right? At the very beginning, if I had asked you to give me 5 things about yourself in 30 seconds, you would have thought, nope, I don't think I'm not going to say all these things because it sounds egotistical. No, it's not egotistical. It is self-love. The more self-love you have, the more positive your life becomes and the more you provide to the world. Okay? Ready? 30 seconds. We're all going to do it quickly. And go. I'm going to do it right now with you. And hopefully what I say out loud, and I'm already taking up some of my time just to show you how quickly I can do it at the end. I'm hoping that while I'm talking, it doesn't bother you. I'm only doing it because there's nobody else talking to me. Okay? Good dancer, good singer, hilarious, giving heart, generous. Boom. That took me less than 5 seconds. I did 5 in 4.5 seconds. Okay, you've got 5 seconds from now. 3, 2, 1, stop. Now be honest with me. How many of you got 5? How many of you struggled? How many of you overthought it? Just be honest. We've got about 5 minutes left and we're going to wrap up the show. How many of you thought, okay, here's 1, here's 2. Oh my gosh, she told me it's only 5 seconds left. Oh, I only got 3. Or who could just fire it off in the beginning? I mean, again, there's so much more that I could do, but I know I can sing good. I know I can dance. This isn't egotistical. This is what I provide because I'm happy. And I've actually worked on those skills, by the way. I know that I'm generous because I've worked on that. I know I'm kind-hearted. I know I'm silly. I have been since I was a kid, and I've never lost that kid in me. Those are not egotistical things to say about yourself. Linda, friendly, artist, kind, good cook, love plants. Beautiful. Pray you get to feeling better and your headache goes away. Carrie, it will. My happy place right now is being out in my yard and by the pool. Love breathing in that fresh air and having that sound of nature. Absolutely. Okay, how hard was that little workshop for all of you? Those tools that I'm giving you. I want you to do that on a regular basis, right? So I usually ask people to do the whole intention in the morning, the gratitude in the evening, fill in that triangle of life. I've gotten away from that. I need to do that again with all of you. We'll do that together, putting in the mental, physical, spiritual, which one is on top of that mountain that needs the most attention. Terry said she struggled, but I did better than the first time. I got 4, but didn't get any the first time. Terry, thank you for your honesty. Are you kidding? You are absolutely hilarious. I'll give you that. I remember playing college ball with Terry, and she's so funny. So the humor you provide to life is the first thing, right? The big smile that you have. That provides so much. I could give you these things, but you got to find it in yourself. I don't want you to be seeking it out from others. They'll give you the compliments. Listen to them, by the way. Become a better listener. But it's what you think of yourself. It's more self-love, right? I want that to be one of my in-person workshops of the 25, 50, 75, eventually 250 people. When we have those, I will pull it out of you. Trust me. I will say, give me another one. Stop overthinking it. When I did this at the retreat and I went around and asked for one word, some of them went, I said, say it, just say it. You know you have a word inside of you. Get it out of your heart. Get it out of your stomach. Push it up. Get it out of your mouth. Go ahead and say it. It's okay to think highly of yourself. Stop thinking it's an ego. It's not. You are a good person. You do have value. You have so much to provide to the world. Terry said, OMG, wow, thank you. You're hilarious. You cracked me up when we played ball together. You're funny. Absolutely. Beautiful smile. Right? But I don't want to be the person that has to tell you all that. I want you to find that in yourself. Rose said, look at positive side. Find goodness in simple things. Lover, child of God, encourager. Yes, faith-based, I will always say. There's so many things I want you to be able to go through. Okay? We got a few minutes left here. Boost your mood. Train your mind. Change your life. 3-minute positivity journal. And what that is all having to do really with what I ask you to do. So your morning intentions. Every day is a day to shine. Shine on. Every day is a day to shine. Yes. So you do a gratitude check. Today I'm grateful for what? Waking up healthy, because health is wealth. My beautiful family, a job that supports me, or an entrepreneurship spirit that you support yourself. I want to feel what? Fill in the blank. Creative and happy. So these are the things I want you to put down. I feel what? So you can put this down. You can do this later. These are things you can do for the morning. I feel, and then just fill in the blank. And then I want to feel, right? So you're changing how you are feeling and what you want. I feel, honestly, honest to God, I'm just going to be honest with you. I feel like I'm going to throw up. I'm really, really nauseous right now. Really dizzy. I have a horrible headache, neck ache, just carrying something right here. And it's every once in a while I'm talking to you, feel like, holy cow, I hope I don't throw up live on air with them, but that would be real, wouldn't it be? But I still find a way to smile for you because it's what I want for the rest of my day, for it to get better. And I know that it will. I'm not going to stay in this state, but I'm going to power through because I'm devoted to you. So do you do that? I will always give you 100%. It's one of the 4 agreements. This is the 100% I can give you. It's not my normal 100%, but I feel like I'm providing what you need. I feel very off right now. That's how I'd fill in the blank. I want to feel on top of the world. I want to feel alive again, and I don't want to feel nauseous. That's mine. Gratitude check. Today I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for my beautiful family and friends. I'm grateful that I took the leap. Those are mine. I'm going to fill in 3 of those. Time for deep belly breath. So let's breathe together. Close your eyes for me if you can. If you're driving, please don't. Take a deep breath in. See, my breath is stunted by something. One more. Okay, just that helped relieve some tension. So understand, we just did it for a few seconds. Imagine what that can do for you. Time for deep belly breaths. Get comfortable. Breathe in slowly. Count to 5 if you can. Fill your belly like a balloon. Hold and breathe out slowly through your mouth and repeat that often. So these are, again, some morning intentions. And also daily affirmations that you can do in the morning or maybe in the middle of the day. I'm healthy and strong. My body supports me. I'm choosing to feel happy today. See, I told you it was a choice. I am enough exactly as I am right now. And a bonus would be read each affirmation 10 times in the mirror and throughout the day for faster results. How do I get you to quickly be able to answer those? It's because you read them and read them and read them. It's the science behind writing it in. 3 priority goals. Finish house chores. I want to vacuum and get the dog hair up so bad. Call my mom. A meal plan for the week. Self-care check. Physical, rest and recharge. I need my videographer George to do that. He's not feeling well. Spiritual, good for the soul. Pampering, treat yourself. Emotional, honor your feelings. Social, have a quality conversation. Household, of course, cleaning or organizing. Personal, take some time on a hobby. Mental would be to read maybe or to learn. And then your thoughts and your notes, and maybe you write down this. I felt so much more relaxed after I took that deep belly breath. I repeated it often, and it all made the difference. Maybe it made the nausea go away. So those are my daily intentions. And then here we go, our evening reflections. Always end the night with a positive thought. The day may not have been perfect, but keep your focus on what you want to expand. This is your power of positivity. Do a wellness check. Did you work out? Get your workout in. Go out and take a walk. Did you meditate? How was your nutrition for the day? Did you get out in nature? Did you have too much caffeine? Did you get your steps in? That's your wellness check. Your gratitude check tonight. I'm grateful for a delicious dinner. Time with family, a body that supports me. I mean, think about the people who don't have that. Your mental health check. Right now I feel like, you look back at how you felt in the morning. Right now I feel what? Happy, loving, hopeful, calm. Are you angry? Are you overwhelmed? Check in. Are you grateful? Are you peaceful, creative? Again, what is it? Your biggest accomplishment in my life is what? What I give to the world? I'm a good friend. I'm a good daughter. I'm a good sibling. I mean, those are my words. Living every day with purpose and passion. The wins for the day. What will it look like? Today I accomplished my to-do list of house chores. I had a great talk and call with my friend. I had a great lunch with my friend. I had a great talk with my mom. Completed meal planning. Had a great workout. My thoughts and notes. I love journaling more than I thought I would. It adds consistency to my day. I love checking in, and accountability is helpful, and it brings me peace. So see how that day could be? Let's see how beneficial journaling is. Those are the things I want to give, and those are the tools that I provide for you. So before we wrap up, let me see that I don't want to miss anything. I want you live. A great start in everyone's morning. Thanks, Monica, and thanks, Michelle. Thank you for thanking my team. Pray you feel better. Thank you. I do as well. Feel better. Eat a mint. Peppermint helps nausea. You're right. And so does ginger, I believe. Leona, feel better. You're also sweet. I will. Just understand I will. Feel better. Make this day great. Take care of yourself. We need you. I'm here for you. Eunice to you, Leona, Barbara, I appreciate it. Michelle, I'm grateful for you. FNA. I think that to each and every one of you. Love you all. You poor girl, I know the pain. It's okay. 3-minute positivity journal, Kristen Butler. Absolutely. All right, everyone. I hope some of these tools helped you. I hope you have a blessed day. Joanne, I will. I promise. It will try to bring me down, but it won't, because I have all of you with me supporting and praying. And I'm just going to go home and relax and take some time. And that's what you need to do as well. Take some time for yourself. Take some time to understand your potential. Take some time to give yourself a little more self-love. And just realize who you are and what you have to provide to the world. Okay, thank you all, by the way, for being a part of this. This was a great podcast. Thank you, Carrie. Deborah, I will. Thank you. I appreciate it. You're also very kind. I hope you all feel good as well. If not, know that the day will provide some sense of calmness. You'll find your way to it, and tomorrow's a new day. If we are promised, if we are blessed, because we're not promised, if we are blessed with another day together, if we have the breath in our lungs, we have our health, it's the greatest wealth on earth. Go out, enjoy, do me a favor, pay it forward, come out of your comfort zone, tell someone you love them, tell somebody that's a stranger that they have a great smile, just give them a compliment and just pass it along to the world. I love you all with the bottom of my heart, and I'll see you tomorrow morning from my home. Have a great day.